Okay, so JFDI. Do you know what that means? It means just freaking do it. Or you could use a different F word in place of freaking. So here's the thing. Today is April 17th. And just about 6 months ago, I was thinking, I really want to start my YouTube channel. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't start my YouTube channel. And so now here it is today, April 17th. And I'm looking at these questions. So the topic was you want to grow your reach over 6 months, pick one. And I'm specifically thinking about creators, school group owners, entrepreneurs, right? We want to grow our reach. We want to share the things that we're doing with more friends. We got to find them and they got to find us. And how are we going to do that? So I shared 4 options here. It actually started out as 3, but a friend added one more. And so here we are. First one was Facebook ads. And so I was thinking, okay, well, this is potentially really high leverage, right? Because I can just make an ad and then throw money at it. And so that's potentially interesting, right? Number 2 was YouTube, potentially high leverage, but over time, slower build, but once it's flowing, it can be compounding and really pack a punch. That was my thought process. Now, note this other thing I said. I said creative and could be interesting to create. I love to create. I'm human, as you are watching this. And the truth is that I really believe that humans love to create. And so just throwing money at a thing doesn't feel as interesting to me as needing to be creative, needing to figure out what do I want to talk about? What do I want to share? What can really bless someone on the other side? And so for me, as I was thinking about this, I was thinking, okay, also YouTube, this can be partnered with other things I do. Like if I create a post in school, well, guess what? I can add a YouTube video to it. Or if I send an email to friends on my list, I can add the YouTube to it. And now I have a topic. I have a thing to talk about. So number 3 was social media. And so this is another one that's potentially high leverage over time, right? It's easy enough to start social media. Like you just make a post, right? Or you make a video or whatever you do. And so over time, it could be really good. But then I was thinking, this could be noisy and distracting, right? Because how many times have you gone down the rabbit hole? You put a thing on social media and then to connect with friends, you have to go on social media, right? To put a thing on Instagram, you have to be on Instagram. To put a thing on Facebook, you have to be on Facebook. It's not the sort of thing where you just post and jump. And so there is something that happens there. So the 4th one, this is the one that a friend encouraged me to add. And that one was podcast. And then I was thinking, gosh, all of these have potential for high leverage over time, right? All of them that I've shared. And then there's another one that I didn't include on this list because I was really thinking about things that could compound over time that if I don't feed them every single day, but they're there, it can really grow. Whereas this final one, this is something I'm going to do no matter what, anyways, when I have the time and energy and space and bandwidth and all of that. And so this final one, school connections and collabs, this is what I'm already doing. It compounds over time. I won the school games from this. I've grown my group because of this. I'm making school my full-time thing because of this. And so without doing all of this other stuff, I've already created a business that I love. I've already even won this big award that's like the Olympics of school that happens every quarter. And yet I do want and need to leverage. And so I can see on this list that 1 friend picked Facebook ads, 6 picked YouTube, 2 picked social media, and 4 picked podcasts. You know what needs to happen in addition to the conversation? The videos. The thing, if I'm going to pick YouTube, I got to pick YouTube and then do the things. And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, what if I just made a video? What if I just said, all right, I'm just going to make a video. And so coming back to JFDI, this is kind of how it works. When you JFDI, you get answers. You figure out where you need to pivot. You figure out what comes next. You get the insights because it's taking the action that gives you the clarity on what needs to happen next. And so I don't know everything there is to know about YouTube. The way that I figure this is JFDI over and over and over is what's going to move me forward. Now, I did do a few things that I think were probably worth the time and effort when I decided 10 minutes ago that I would make this video. And one thing was I put on some lipstick. Another thing is I looked and I said, okay, well, what's my background look like? And my hope is that when this video is done, that you're going to see the school cat behind me because I just love that. And then I also put on a light, and I'm just going to show you really quickly. If I didn't have this light, I think the light does make a difference. What if I didn't have the light? What would it look like? And so it would look like that. And so I think in the end, that's probably worth having on. I'm going to turn it back on now. Oh, and I fluffed up my hair. I did that. Not exactly like that. But otherwise, this is just what I was already wearing. I didn't do anything really special, and I didn't put on a whole face of makeup, but I thought a little lipstick would be nice. And I put on Tella. I think the Tella is really lovely. This is a great tool to use. I think it's going to come out kind of professional, kind of pretty, kind of nice. If not, it's okay, because as I JFDI over and over, I'm going to get clarity. I'm going to figure out, okay, well, what's next? And so I guess this first video is just going to be it. It's not perfect. It's not the best video ever, but sometimes this is just what you need to do. So this is my first video on this new YouTube, and JFDI over and over. That's what I'm going to be doing over the next, I don't know how long. But what I do know is that before I decided to do this, I didn't put up a video. I waited to get all the insights and all the inspiration, and that's not working very well for me. So the things that I am doing consistently, that I'm JFDIing over and over and over, those things are working. And that's how I have, I'm making my living on school. And I'm really grateful for all of that, but a lot of the things that I'm doing, they can't be leveraged. They require my time and energy and showing up day after day after day. And I am actually pretty happy to show up day after day, but sometimes I want to take a day off. And also, I really want to leverage. I really want to grow. I really want to share. And my hope is that if I take the time and make the effort to share stuff on YouTube, that actually, like, maybe over time I can share things that are useful, that inspire friends, and that can be watched and shared and listened to when I'm sleeping, or when I'm hanging out with my daughter, or walking a doggy, or having a Sunday morning coffee date with my husband, or anything other than actively doing the things. And that's why we choose to do things that can help us to leverage our time in business. And so I'm done. This was it. This is the video, and welcome to my YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Isn't that what people say? So if you made it this far, like, probably want to see what happens next anyway. So it would be good to click the subscribe button. And it would also be super cool if you dropped a comment and was like, hey, you did it. And what else could you do? Those things actually do help to push videos forward, by the way. It helps to get more views. It helps feed the YouTube algorithm. So actually, that would be really appreciated. It would be cool. And come join my school group if you're not already there. We're humans doing the human thing. And so this also means that sometimes we do things imperfectly, but we're doing the things, and we're nice people. We're like a whole bunch of Care Bears. So if you want to join my bigger group, it's school with a K, .com/humans. That's it. What else? There's actually some cool stuff in there, and some really lovely humans in there. And I'm cutting myself off now. Okay. Bye.